Alright, well, hello there. And this is my video on Ren's Dystopia Civilization event. I died in session 1. Um, so yeah, let's see how we got there. What events transpired for me to die so quickly. Also, the audio is was completely broken while I was streaming, so I'm going to be voicing over all of it. Yep, that's right. I'm voicing over all of it. So you're gonna have to hear me talk, and I have to explain everything. All right. So here is when we first started. I found this ravine at the start, and this ravine is near the dome. Also, this is where I found my teammate, who was across this ravine at the dome. We ran we ran around for a good while around this ravine to try to find a natural bridge or something. Eventually, adventure mode was turned off and we started bridging to each other using sandstone. And I got my first good glimpse of what the dome looked like. It was massive. And it was interesting to see. We ran a bit for and killed some rabbits and stuff. Eventually, we found the kiln. The kiln is the nether part of the map for the wastelands. A fiery wasteland where piglins become zombified piglins and gas rules the sky. Now, this place is very dangerous, but there's potential to find good resources here. Here's the bastion that we found. Naturally, the bastion was far easier to conquer because of the fact that we didn't have to worry about piglins due to the fact that they zombified before we got in there. Now, here we are in the bastion, and we got two nether smithing templates. Also, Bear, my teammate, got a diamond pickaxe in one of the other chests above. We were looking to be the potentially the strongest team if we got diamonds, if we found diamond armor. or just diamonds in general. Also, I almost died because of gas. Yeah, this once we raided what we needed, we started to make our escape. Now we had a lot of gold, netherite smithing templates. We thought we could rule the world, become the strongest. They gave me the pickaxe to mine out, and eventually, soon enough, we will be we would be leaving. Once on the surface, we got bombarded by gas, and we had to make a run for it. We also were starting to run low on food, so we could not regen our hearts. And eventually, I ran out of sprint completely. Now we continued running for a bit, looking around, hoping to find either people or food. We saw people, but we heard gats and fireballs, so we ran out of the way, as we were too low to deal with that. Rather not die day one. uh, Now these people were asking about if we had any resources and stuff. We hid the pickaxe and the netherite smithing templates as we didn't want them to know that we had anything good on us because we don't know who we can trust in the wastelands as it is there are scarce resources and you don't know who you can trust. Now we scale these tall mountains, seeing if we can find anything wood, water, something that would help us. And then eventually, once we got to the top and started climbing down the other side, we found some water. By this point, uh, fall damage has been re-enabled, so we had to take this very, very carefully, as one small mistake could be the end for us. We also have not found any wood, which was a big problem, as without wood we can't craft anything. Now, we were cautious about the water because somebody said you poison the water in. And so I, being on low amount of HP, were cautious to enter. But it seems my words were not needed. Now we killed Khan to fully heal up to max HP and hunger. We built a little pillar on top of a little base on top of this rock pillar that we found in the middle of the lake. And we called it home. Well, kinda. We just had it. That's where we had our stash. Huh. We kind of just stood up here until day, I believe. We waited a very long time up here. We were planning on going to that cave to get resources. We were looking around to see if we could see anything, but we couldn't find anything. We decided to put down all our resources. I had the idea that each one of us had a nether template in their inventory. Now, as we were swimming around the ocean, my teammate Bear had found a giant structure, a copper one, and nearby were some other players. They lived on the Copper Coast. There was at least a dozen players, I would say, about half a dozen. There were a lot of players here. We made sure to hide anything very valuable because, again, we did not know who to trust. They had wood, which we needed. We started chatting with them. Being nice. We Here is where me and Bear were plotting on what we should do, and we plan to take some resources from them. Here, I was exploring some of Copper Coast. I was just curious. Though it does look like a ancient civilization did live on this coastline. Could it be connected to Dome? I really don't know. No. I did try to explore the copper cubes inside, and they looked like they had nothing. So, shortly sometime after entering, I left. Once I left, I prepared to return back to the base, or to where the group of people were on Copper Cove.